Well, about a month ago, we were approached by Brenda Levitt, who's one of the new landscape architecture faculty in our department, about a site for an irrigation project for her Landscape Construction 3 class. Well, we were very happy to oblige because the class was going to provide all the labor and Toro was going to provide the irrigation system. And so anyway, we decided that the best spot for irrigation was out here in the middle of our circular drive in front of the studio gardens. Well, first of all, they came out and they took a lot of measurements and asked us what we wanted in an irrigation system. And next they drew up some plans and compiled a list of all of the equipment that we would need and also where the trenches would go. Well, before they started trenching, of course, we called Oki and made sure that all of the lines underground were marked so that we wouldn't hit anything while we were trenching. Next, last week on Tuesday, they came out and they trenched about 18 inches deep, and then on Wednesday, the Landscape Construction 3 class came out and helped to install the irrigation system, which was really great. It was a learning experience for them, and now we have an irrigation system. Well, what they decided to do was to design a system that had both rotating heads, which actually rotate in a circle and emit a stream of water, and also some stationary heads, which actually are just fixed and emit a fan of water. And the reason that we also used the stationary heads was because we have an area in front of our sign that we didn't want the water to land on, and also an area in the back here where we didn't want the water to spray over onto the road. So anyway, that's how they divided it up. Well, speaking of dividing it up, they also designed the system so that there are 3 stations so that we can turn the water on in 3 different sets in case one part needs more water than another. Well, all of this is actually controlled from this box here, and we've run a line into the barn where it's hooked up to an automatic controller. So all we have to do is program in when we want the irrigation to come on, and it will come on for us. Well, we're really excited about this new irrigation system, and now that we've got it installed, we can address another problem out here. If you notice, the grass here is really thin because of all of the shade from the trees. And so we're going to look at some different ground covers and try and find one that we can put in this center island area so that we won't have to mow and we won't have to worry about this thin grass problem. So as we evaluate some of the ground covers, we'll give you an update on this project here in our center island. Well, this project was actually small compared to when we installed the irrigation in the studio gardens. Well, during that process, they kept all those segments and actually made a tape out of that, which is available at your county extension office. You can either check that out or you can buy that video. And so if you're thinking about putting a home irrigation system in, either yourself or having someone else install that, you might want to check out this video before you plunge into the project.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.